Hi, and welcome back to Soda Tech Gaming, where we look at gaming and tech from a soda's perspective. Welcome back to the channel. Let's take a look at the state of gaming in the industry at the beginning of 2020. This is an exciting year to be a gamer. We have tons of great games coming our way, and also the console reveal of two of the behemoths in the industry, Sony and Microsoft. Now, I'm not counting out Nintendo either, who also is rumored to have a console reveal sometime soon, but not to the extent that Sony and Microsoft are. Before we jump right into it, and what I've gathered, what I believe is going to happen in the next few weeks, please take a time to subscribe to my channel. We really appreciate the support you guys are giving and look forward to bringing you more videos in the future. So click that subscribe button. Now, on to the nitty gritty. First, let's talk about Microsoft. They have already shown some of their cards earlier at the Game Awards show where they revealed the Xbox Series X, their next console that has some awesome specs. If you look at it, and from what I've gathered and what I've heard and what they've shown, it's supposedly able to do 4K 60 easy. All right, it's got about 13 teraflops of performance, an SSD for quicker loading of games and content, and has ray tracing built in. Now, this is a result of the custom Zen 2 CPU under its hood and a more powerful GPU. The console also used Ultra Blu-rays, the Blu-ray Ultras, and Microsoft and Mr. Spencer are stating that it will support 8K. Now, I don't know how that's going to work, but we will see. And for that, once everything's revealed, we'll get a little more feedback on that. Now, while I got excited about the reveal as a gamer, I'm hoping that they have some surprises at E3. I already know that Halo's coming, and I appreciate they showed us Ninja Theory's new game, Senua's Saga. But they need at least one or two launch titles that are going to have people say, I need to buy that. I need that right now. Especially if they're trying to price this thing around $600 or more. Now, they really need to get to about the $500 range. To do some damage this holiday season, but I'm just not sure based on the specifications they're showing if they're going to be able to get it down that low. 600 will probably be where I think it's going to come in at. Now, another issue that I see with the Microsoft reveal is the controller. They're not making any additional changes to it. It's been pretty much remaining the same. I guess they have that attitude: if it ain't broke, don't fix it. And so that's pretty much what they've shown. Now, the console looks amazing. The specs, the design for it, I'm not really feeling too much. It's like a box, looks like a PC. I like the innovation, like when console makers make their consoles look like consoles and not like PCs. But sometimes it's not how you look, right? It's how you deliver. So we'll see how Microsoft does in that regard. Now let's change gears and let's talk about Sony and PlayStation 5. Now they have revealed very little about the system as of now. The rumors have been going absolutely nuts, talking about everything from it being 8 to 9 teraflops, underperforming. So we're gonna have to wait to get some real information going on with that. Most of the consensus that Microsoft is going to have the more powerful console, and this is at least what the rumors have been stating. However, some of that has changed in the last couple of weeks, and I'll go over that in a second. Now, they have stated that Sony has stated that their console is going to have hardware accelerated ray tracing. This is what they've stated. The controller is going to have haptic feedback. There's a big emphasis on 3D sound that's built into the console, into the chips of the console. It's a similar Zen 2 CPU that Microsoft has, and GPUs also. This is all from AMD. Now, Sony's stating that the hard drive is going to be the fastest of any console. Not only that, they're saying it's probably the fastest hard drive that anyone's ever seen. So I'm super interested in seeing how Mark Cerny and Sony have built this tech into the PlayStation 5 that is going to make it load games so fast. And that really can be a game changer. And I'll touch on that in a second about how that can be a game changer going forward in this new console war that's going on with them and Microsoft in the future. Now, rumors have come out stating, like I said, between 9 teraflops. But now, new rumors have come out stating that it might be between 12 and 13 teraflops of performance. Now, the past generation, Sony has led the way with its quality exclusives. But they will need to drop draws at their event. Now, they're not doing E3 this year. They said, we're not doing E3. They're going to do their own event. So they need to come out and deliver some quality. And I'm not worried about Sony and their games. They've really had some great quality games over this generation. And looks like they're setting themselves up for success towards the end of this generation with some titles that are probably going to be cross-platform, or which will be everything from Ghost of Tsushima, as well as Last of Us Part 2. But I'm looking for a big Spider-Man reveal, potentially a God of War, but they might hold off on that for next year. And there might be another reveal that might be coming at their event, which is believed to happen in February. Now, for Sony to come in and do some real damage, they're going to have to price their console about $500. So it's going to be real competitive to see how Sony and Microsoft handle each other going forward. Also, both consoles are going to offer backwards compatibility, so that's not going to be an issue. Sony will need to maintain this in order to keep the market and deliver to customers. Now, let's move off track a little bit. Let's talk about Nintendo. I have a Switch. I have a PS4. I have a PS4 Pro. A PC game. I don't have an Xbox right now, but maybe, you never know. If Microsoft delivers, I play a lot of Xbox games on my PC. But if the Series X is the phenomenal piece of hardware that they're stating it is, they might get some of my money going in that. But let's talk about the Switch. Now, it's selling phenomenally well. They're importing a lot of games recently from these current generation. So you got The Witcher, just came out recently, Doom, and some other games, Wolfenstein, that are actually being developed and ported down to the Switch. And I'm excited about that. However, it's about that time Nintendo comes out with something a little more robust, a little more powerful. So looking forward to seeing them deliver the Switch 2. There's rumors this year they're going to bring out the Switch Pro, which is going to be like a little bit better augmented system with better processing power, slightly. It's supposed to have a bigger battery, obviously, similar form factor, but the whole benefit is that it's supposed to deliver slightly more powerful, kind of like the PS4 Pro. This is like their mid-generation push. And I'm excited. I want to see what they have to bring out. I want to see how much of a difference it makes, especially if it makes other games, like their older games that came out on the Switch, look better. If it upscales them to 1080p, that would be pretty awesome. And if it does it across the board to all the games, including digital ones, I think Nintendo's going to have a big win. And they might outsell both Sony and Microsoft this holiday season if they're able to do that and keep it around the same price point and then drop the price of the actual Switch. Nintendo could really do some damage this year, especially if they announce something at E3. The other thing is also the Switch 2. Now, I'm talking about the Switch Pro because I think that's the next thing coming up from Nintendo. However, the Switch 2 is rumored to be getting a release holiday next year. Now, I'm excited about that. I want to see what Nintendo does with the complete redesign of the Switch, but now maybe trying to push it to PS4 level graphics in a handheld or Xbox One graphics. Not One X, not Pro, but PS4 and Xbox One in a handheld. That would be tremendous. I can see Nintendo targeting that, especially now that it's a little cheaper to manufacture and get those things produced. Potentially using a more powerful, robust NVIDIA GPU, than the Tegra X1 custom one they have. So definitely 1080p would be nice on the Switch Pro. Switch 2 holiday 2020 with the redesign and more powerful specs to kind of keep them in the limelight going forward. Maybe a checkerboard at 4K 30. I know it's crazy, but you never know. Now, Microsoft's releasing games on Steam and Epic. Sony's going to be looking to do something similar. I've heard rumors that Horizon Zero Dawn might be coming out on PC. Also, MLB The Show, which is a no-brainer. Sony should have did that a long time ago. Look forward to seeing what other things are going out. Lastly, I'm going to touch on cross-platform. This last generation, multi-platform titles, including Call of Duty Modern Warfare, Fortnite, or The Rage. I'm looking into seeing what they do with Apex, Overwatch 2, and some of these other, maybe even a Battlefield reveal at E3. Having cross-platform opens up the gauntlet, allows a lot of these developers to make games. They can make money on multiple platforms, allows us all to start playing together, which I enjoy. When I play Call of Duty, I play with my Xbox buddies, and also I play with my PlayStation buddies, and I play on PC, or if I switch and I'm playing on PS4, it's great to know that I can play with any of those guys. So I look forward to them doing that in the future and continuing to offer that. I think that that's the key going forward is parity. Parity on multi-plats. Now, exclusives, you're going to have some great exclusives coming out for all the consoles. Like Zelda Breath of the Wild, Halo, and also Sony's titles. But I definitely want to see more cross-platform, especially on multiplayer. So, last question. I'm going to throw a poll in there. So you're going to see a tag for a poll. I want you to give me your opinion. Which one do you think is going to kill it? Is it going to be the Xbox Series X, the PS5, or the Switch 2? Definitely looking forward to seeing what your opinion is. Thanks for everyone who stayed the whole video. Appreciate it. Now click a thumbs up, and if you like the video, if you didn't subscribe earlier, please subscribe. Show me some support. Hit me up in the comments section and tell me what you like and what you want to go see going forward. Stay with your chest. Thanks for watching Soda Tech Gaming. See you next time, guys.